Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and all in between, and welcome to part 10 of Lord of the Rings Online Beorning playthrough. When we last left off, we just come to Bree to meet Strider, and now we've got to talk to him to continue on our quest to help the men of Bree and to seek out Amdir.
Are you ready to leave?
Are you prepared to travel yet? If so, then come nightfall we may move against the camp where Amdir and the Dwarf Lord have gone into hiding. So let's jump right in. I've also just become a VIP.
Strider and the Rangers pursue their fallen brother Amdir to the Blackwolves camp, but not all is as it seems.
So we've got Strider, Torthan, and Lenglin. Are we safe here, Lalagon?
There is evil afoot.
Can you feel the chill in the air? It is no natural cold, but the chill of fear, of evil. I doubt not that Amdir is here. But there is a greater evil as well. We should split our strength. For the good of Middle-earth, none can be allowed to escape. Lenglin and I will look for another way inside, while you and Torthan search for Amdir. We must be quick now, before the evil bursts forth from here and threatens all of Bree-land. It is time for us to act. Torthan, take Runlina with you and head to the main gate. Langland and I should look for another entrance and press the attack from there. Yes, sir. Good. Langland, let us go. Best of luck.
Are you ready?
Come with me. It is time to deal with Amdir and these brigands. If Amdir escapes, it could spell doom for Middle-earth. Let's go. We must find Amdir. Wait, someone is coming. Let us see who it is. What were those things? The dwarf has gone mad. Brigands, get them! Thanks for charging in. Send in the bees. Onwards, we must find Amdir. Now, let's see. Yes, of course, we'll not sneak through, we'll fight every single NPC that's here. Very sneaky for a ranger. I thought we were actually here, yeah, I thought it looked familiar. We're at Osbalino, the Midwater Marshes. I love using the bees. I'm thinking I might join a kinship soon as well. I've never played one in this game before, so might be fun to join one. If you need rest, then now is the time to steal your nerve. I think I'm okay.
Silently now. Darkness approaches.
Down there, in the southern corner of the camp, the source of the Blackworld's fear is there. Come! Let me see about this gate. Here goes there, intruders! Do you think to service to Angmar came at a cost? Why are you so worried, Blackworld? There now. There's no need to concern yet. Skorgrim. What do you want with me? I don't know anything. Why are you so worried, Blackworld? Ah, I have found them after all. You are relieved of your obligations, Blackworld. Now to deal with you, Ranger. I have other business to deal with. My servant shall deal with you. Oh. We've been poisoned. Our bees are doing good work. Law of the Cardinal Prince. Come, friend, this is not the end of our business here. A deed bestowed. Defeat whites in Bree-land. The greatest evils may be behind this gate. Rest now, for we will need all of our strength ahead. I fear you are right.
Stay a moment.
Who was the dwarf, and what power has he to command whites? That the Black Wolves were in terror of that creature is certain, but I still sense something greater still in these ruins. And where is Amdir? Perhaps beyond that gate. Don't lose your nerve. Now when I turn into a bear, then you know I've lost my nerve. The Nazgûl, you shall not interfere. Amdir is now a servant of the Great Eye. Now, Amdir, take on the robes of the Kargul, the Forsworn. Owen, servant of Angmar, come, brethren, we must leave. Now is not the time for such a fight. We leave Amdir and these fools in your care, Owen. Yes, my lord. Back, foul beasts! It is Aragorn. And Lengling, they took it from the side. They're chasing the Nazgûl. Wow. That's impressive. Shame he died. You are too late. I am Kargul. I serve the Great Eye. Amdir. He looks badass though. I love that colour robe. I get one of them. I'm sorry, Amdir. Be at peace.
It's a sorry day.
It's a day both dreary and joyous. It grieves me that we were forced to slay Amdir, but a relief that he should now know peace. I will lead you back to Strider. I will return to my camp.
It's a sorry day.
The very air seems polluted by this night's business. We should not tarry here.
The Nazgûl have crossed the Eisen and are heading for the Shire. The hobbits must be quick-footed enough to escape the wrath of the Nine. And we can only hope that Frodo slips through the traps of the enemy.
I like how as we progress in our story we're getting updates on Frodo as well, and the Fellowship.
Alas for Amdir.
It grieves me that the enemy was able to turn Amdir thus. He was my friend and kinsman. My people will remember him as the man he once was, good and noble. It troubles me that the Nazgûl have crossed the river and moved into Bree-land just this time. There are events in motion which could determine the fate of Middle-earth. If you are able and willing, I may have another task for you. Of course, my future king. So we can get a new cloak, which is actually much better than our old cloak. Or much better... gloves. Now they're only medium armor and light, so I'd rather get the cloak, I think. I don't have enough room, of course I don't. Story of my life in this game.
I have a task for you.
I'm curious to know who the dwarf you encountered at the Black Wolves' camp was. Dwarves are by nature honourable and cannot be dominated by the will of any. Why this one would serve the enemy I cannot say. Worse yet is the appearance of the Nazgul. I must go watch the east road, for I am expecting some travellers, and now fear they may be in danger. Would you travel to Coombe and speak to a constable there named Underhill? You may know him already, stout little fellow who loiters about town centre. You may suggest to Underhill that he investigate the Black Wolves' old hideout. When that is done, return here with your report. If perchance I am not here, assume the worst.
What road did you take, Frodo? The ringwraiths ride openly in the Shire, but there are places which are even more terrible and dangerous. If you choose the path I fear, search for the light in the darkness.
When they got captured by the Barrow-wights and Cole and Tom Bombadil, who they met in the Old Forest. Oh, it brings us to Coombe already. That's pretty awesome. Very kind of them. Didn't have to travel.
What do you need?
Sable Masters. So we've got a couple of quests now spread out around Breetown. We got from Barleyman and Butterbur. We'll try and do a few of them. As well as talk to Constable Underhill, who's just up here. Actually, I've got some new mail, so... From Langar to Runlina, Mad Bear or one of us? Dear one, how goes your journey? You are often in my thoughts, and I hope that this letter finds you strong and hearty. Sturkis speaks of you often, jealous that you have gone to the wide lands and he has not, but every day some of Grimbeorn's resolves that we stay at home diminishes somewhat. I am writing to you to tell you that word has reached us of a mighty bear, maddened with rage, rampaging through a forest in the Bree-land. It may be nothing, but I wonder if it is more than that. Could it be this creature is one of our kind, a skin changer? If so, we owe it to the people of the Bree-land to put an end to the threat of it. The traveller that brought us this word says there is a camp near an old forest threatened by this creature. Find someone at Adzos camp and do what you can. Langar. Oh, thank you. It's good to hear from them again. We met them in the very first episode, where we were living at Grimbeorn's house. Constable Underhill, how good to see you again.
Hello there.
Ah, hello there. Is there something I can help you with? The Black Wolves have been broken and scattered, you say. That is good news for Coombe. So this ranger, Strider, thinks we should investigate Skunkwood's old hideout. Well now, I'm not so sure of that. It's not a safe place, I hear.
Please, stay a moment.
Book 1, Chapter 3, Black Wolves Broken. Well, I suppose you're right. I should make sure those Black Wolves aren't hiding in that cave of theirs again, mustering their strength, but I'll want some help. Will you travel with me to Skunkwood's old hideout? It's south of the guardhouse at the northeast end of Stuttle Pond, near Stuttle Falls. If they are gathering there, I'll need help driving them out again. When you are ready, come back and we'll go together to the old hideout. We'll get some nice... we'll get a hammer. Some good medium armor as well. I think we can head on. I don't think there's any reason not to. Let's equip that new cloak we got, actually, though. The Cloak of Cardolan.
Hello there.
Alright, I'm ready to go. Are you? Let's do it.
Amdir's defeat shattered the back of the Black Walls, but pieces of the mystery remain unsolved.
Goodness.
This place is quiet as a tomb. I wish we could just say all was peaceful and leave, but I suppose we need to do a better job of it than that. Alright, no use putting off what must be done. Come along. I'll make sure you have your blade at the ready in case we run into any trouble. Careful now, friend. All manner of things could be living here now. I think after this we won't progress any more of the main quests until we've done a couple of quests for Barleyman. Because we're just coming up to the level we should be at for these quests, and I'd like to be a little bit higher than the main quest if possible. Hold on a moment, I have the key right here. So far it's just Nika Breakers. And he's holding his own, Constable Underhill. He's doing quite well. Fairly impressive. Coming here may not have been such a good idea. Give your heart, my stout friend. Yes, I'm waiting for you. Oh, there's some guys over there. The White Hand will not have you, Blackwolf. The bees finish him off. What's going on over there? Dower Hands. Who are they? Quiet! I see something ahead. Let's wait here a moment and see what happens. This is your last chance. Swear fealty to Angmar once more. Never! Then die! Oh. My lord! Intruders! It's Skoglim. What? Deal with them! Dower Hands. These are new enemies. You've protected Constable Underhill. He's okay. The Blackwood leader. Also about that strange dwarf fellow. Wow, he's
Leave me to my misery.
he's got a stout heart, that guy. Almost like Aragorn and Langdon chasing after the Nazgul. You can't have come a moment earlier, could you? Before the dwarves struck me through, maybe? Oh well, I suppose that's just the way of it. First it was that Owen, saying that if we pledged to Angmar we'd be made rich. Well, when that fell apart, a few of us decided we didn't want anything to do with Angmar anymore. We started talking to some new fellows, men who came up from the south. An ugly bunch they were, but at least it didn't seem likely to go raising fell spirits or some such on us. Seems though Angmar didn't like the prospect of leaving us, of us leaving them. That dwarf came along, and you see how that ended. Now I suppose the Blackwolves are at their end. I mean, I can't say I feel sad for them after all the terrorizing of Staddle and the Shire they've been doing. But now we've got something worse, it seems. I've no idea how he escaped this place. We'll never follow him now.
Just a moment.
Well, it seems that strange dwarf escaped. How they got out of here is a mystery to me. And from what you said of that brigand's tale, the dwarf was the one we should have been worried about, not these Blackwolves. Well, I suppose the Blackwolves are truly broken now, but for some reason I still don't feel safe. Well, that's not much more than we can do here. We best take tidings back to your ranger friend in Bree. It's best that we leave this place.
The rangers which once guarded the borders of the Shire have been scattered or slain. Frodo has left the Shire, but great perils await him in Bree. I am too late. Someone must find him before the Nazgûl.
Ah, so Gandalf is the narrator of these little clips. That's good. It's funny, we spent so much time in Staddle and Combe getting no information of the main plot, and now we're getting loads from these last couple of quests.
Good day.
Good show indeed. You sure showed those Blackwall rascals what for. Let's take your resilient trousers. Yeah, that's the best we can get.
Can I take a moment of your time?
Good day to you. What are you still doing about here? Those Blackwolves are gone, and likely for good. That strange dwarf might still be around, but I'll wager he went off to somewhere a bit more interesting. You should take that news on to your friend Strider in Breetown. If he sent you out here, he'll likely want to know what you found. He'll probably be at the Prancing Pony. Those rangers surely like their beer, and the pony has the best. Thank you for your help, but there's no use worrying about brigands around here anymore. Well, that's a welcome tale, if nothing else. Surprised Aragorn is still here if Frodo has left the Shire. And Chapter 4, Dark Designs. We might as well finish off this little bit. This is like a maze and the map isn't helpful. The enemy is on the move. All should be prepared for dark days ahead.
We must move quickly.
You have returned, and just in time. Much has happened since you left, but I have little time to relate it. The tidings you have brought me will be of great use to my men here in Bree-land, but there is a more immediate threat we must deal with now. While you were away, those same Nazgul you saw with Amdir attacked the pony. They were in search of the travellers I had been waiting, 4 hobbits of the Shire. I cannot tell you why they had such interest in my companions, but I can tell you that I will have need of your help again.
I need your aid.
Chapter 5: The Other Riders. While both you and I have seen 5 Nazgul, their true number is 9. Before I can take my charges beyond Bree, I must know where the other 4 are hiding. Would you travel to the west and speak to Lenglen? I sent him to Buckland to watch over a particular hobbit, but it seems that Mr. Underhill and his friends decided to take a different path, and are now here under my protection. Still, Lenglen may know the whereabouts of the remaining Nazgul. If I remember correctly in the story, they're tracking Gandalf. That's why all 9 aren't together. He camps on a rise just north of the Buckland Gate and may have seen something that will aid me. You must hurry. I cannot afford to delay here overly long. Well, we'll do our best. But now we can ride out and catch up on a couple of those other quests. Yeah, so we're heading out this gate. Yeah, the furthest one away is Leglin. That's fine. I came across this good YouTube channel called, I think, Mana Pots, where they do, if you YouTube search Middle Earth Mentors, they've got really good videos for starting newcomers, and I haven't watched all the ones I want to watch yet, but they look really, really good. There's still so much in this game I don't understand, like legendary items and traits and virtues and stuff like that. So, yeah, I still have a lot more to get to know. Actually, let's do this one first. I'm also considering buying a new mount. There's a goat you can buy. I just love the idea of a Beorning, a bear riding a goat. It looks pretty badass as well. Chief Watcher Glimbriar.
What can I do for you?
I have been short of officers, newcomer. If you are here to aid me in my fight against the outlaws in the Bree fields, I welcome you without reservation. My friend Lofa may have need for you as well.
Would you do something for me?
Sharky's men. My job is to guard Bree. I don't have the men to waste patrolling the countryside, but of late I've had reports of brigands near and around the town, so I moved to this location to keep closer watch. If you
Hear me out, traveler.
Hail, my good. I was. It seems that no stolen. I didn't see working out of Thornley's. Their craft is nothing like dwarf craft, and likely their jealousy of my workmen. If I were to ask them about my blade, they would just ignore me. You, though, by the look of you, are a great. if you were to ask them about my how about I think that's like level 95. I'm not going to be doing that quest for a while, so we'll just focus. Oh, we're quite close to getting the defeat Brigands in Bree-land, and so we'll do that here, no doubt. Even if we get the before we get to 60, I'll just kill the 60 because it's quite yeah, it's so close. I'm not sure if I should make the deeds. I mean, it'd be just me fighting these all over and over again, so it might not be interesting to watch, but some people record one or which is pretty awesome. Quite well, getting a few going there. But there's a new deed now. Slayer of Bree-land. Yeah, slay all the different types of enemies in Bree. So I'm looking forward.
How can I be of service?
Turn low alone. What do you say?
Might I take a moment of your time?
No, I want to set matters right, I do, and maybe you can help me do that. See, like I said before, Nate said that before he gave the sword to Blake, he was going to test the blade against the workers at the unfinished silo site to the east. The site is just before the grave and at the top of the Hollow of Boars. If you find him there, maybe you can convince him. What do you say? I say he's going to get a good beating. Actually, he's already gotten one. As you kneel to examine Nate, it is clear that he is quite dead. His hand grasps the hilt of a sword, but the blade has snapped off, and is nowhere to be found. You take the hilt from the dead brigand's hand.
Greetings.
By Durin's beard.
Celius, I'm already behind work. I must blade for Chief Watcher Grimbriar. The time is precious. Don't give it away for nothing, my father used to say. Lothar cuts himself off, lost in thought for a moment, then continues. Actually, lost my father to brigands a few years back. Wouldn't wish it on anyone. Ah, give me that hilt. I must be going soft. I'll do it to keep his family safe, but he's going to have to do something in exchange.
Will you stop and hear my accursed tale?
Now, I'll help that Kenton Thistleway by forging another sword, but with two conditions. The first one is that if the brigand doesn't come around looking for the sword, I get it back. Second, Thistleway gives me a hand and does some of the simpler work I've got piling up around here, while I forge the new blade. Here, take these things over to him to work on. The axe needs a new haft, the bellows needs new leather, and the helm needs to be reshaped and reinforced. Take that over to Kenton and tell him if he gets it done, I'm happy with the work. We'll call it even on the cost of the two swords. Now off with you. I've got to work on this new blade. We can talk to Grimbriar while we're here as well.
What can I do for you?
Since when are outlaws able to afford such things as medallions? Even the constables don't have badges. And who is this Sharky fellow anyway? This is very disturbing. Your find seems to suggest an organization that we haven't seen before in these brigands.
Might I take a moment of your time?
I have a spy among the brigands who may be helpful in divining the true nature of this Sharky. I will send him a message instructing him to come to a certain hill not far from here. Meet him there and ask him about Sharky and his plans. The meeting place is by a grey rock in a small stand of trees directly north of Bree-town. If my spy has no news to share, we will need to find another means of learning Sharky's plans. And that we can do. We'll first head back to Kenton because it's just up here. At some point on a live stream I might do a Shire to Gondor continuous ride. That would be quite fun. Just, you know, no hood, riding like this all across Middle-earth. Maybe following the path of the Fellowship. Oops, I went right past him.
Greetings.
Of course I'll do this work for the dwarf. Here, let me see what he has sent. Kenton examines the items. All of these can be easily repaired, but I don't have the materials to do it. I hate to ask this, but could you help me gather what I need? For the helm, ask Foreman Rosethorn over there for a few iron scraps for reinforcement. The bellows will need some new leather, and I'll wager that some flawless hides from the boars near Bree will suffice. For the axe haft, I need something splendid to set it in. In the past, I've salvaged small gems from the old trinkets that I found in the boar hollow to the east. There are small mounds of ruins there look like barrow stones. If you search through the debris, you might find some suitable trinkets.
What do you need?
Ha! He wants iron scraps. Kenton always needs something. He is straining the cost of this project. We have no scraps in our stores. Yeah, take this own island port. He can make some scraps out of that. Head over now to the boar hollow. Oh nice, we've got Wanderlust, so we can travel faster as a bear across the country. And we got everything he needs.
How can I be of service?
Well, good, you've returned. Here, give me those things. While you were away, something terrible happened. Please, I need your help. Surprise, surprise.
Can I speak with you a moment?
Oh, it's terrible. Blake, the brigand captain who wanted the sword, came and told me he knew Nate was dead and that he knew I had something to do with it. I tried to tell him I didn't, that I would have another sword for him soon, but he wouldn't listen. He said he's taken my daughter, Maribel. If I don't give him another sword and soon, he'll kill her. You must save her, please. Get the sword from Lothar, then go to Blake's camp. It's in the Bree fields up north of Bree. I'm sure he'll release my daughter when he has the sword. Please hurry. I don't know what I'll do if they harm her. You should bring a few seasoned warriors with you. Blake's men are ruthless. Well, I don't know about seasoned warriors, but we'll get back to Lothar quick enough. Hopefully Lothar has finished the sword in time.
It is an insult.
Those accursed brigands took Thistleway's daughter. This is bad. Their sword isn't ready yet, and I know these types of fellows, they won't take no for an answer. They'll kill the girl. You'll have to mount a rescue and free Kenton's daughter. Hurry now, and gather friends. I fear you'll need them to face Blake. Well, hopefully I won't. But we'll see. We must be quick. I think they suspect something. Wait, what's that sound? Look out! Here they come! Oh no, I've been followed by Sharky's men. Here they come. Please fight them off. Well, it's gonna be no good to us now as a spy. The spy hands you a bundle of notes. Thanks, I hope these notes I've prepared are helpful. I better get out of here. Tell Grimbriar I've done with this business for good. Since Sharky's men have come up from the south and taken over, the local brigands have changed from being common thieves and robbers into something more like a small army. Dirty and ill-equipped though they are, by combining their numbers they may be stronger than any of the town guards. The Bree-land brigands of past times might have been crude and dirty outlaws, but they were still men of Bree for the most part, with relatives in the towns and farms of the region, so they weren't all that inclined to heedless violence. But now Sharky's men have changed everything. No dissent or squeamishness is permitted, and under their brutal fists, the brigands of this country have become far more dangerous. It seems that Sharky's men are gathering their forces for some important task, and I'm afraid that they intend no simple thievery. It may be they mean to take over all of Bree-land.
What can I do for you?
This is dire news. I suppose it was too much to expect it would all turn out to be some minor brigand leader's dreams of lordship. Well, I should not blame you for doing what I sent you to do, though it is a pity you did not return with better tidings. I think I know our next step in this action, but it is a grim task I will send you to perform. Bracelet would be good. Yep.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Rogues Gallery. Now listen here. I'm not going to invite you to aid those rangers out of the wild. The men of Bree are capable of defending their own lands from the threats they face, and we will not rely on strange folk for assistance. This information speaks of the captain who led the raid on Dogwood's farm and its current location. We have a chance to strike a chilling blow against these brigands and find out more about them. It appears that the leader established a camp within a thick copse of trees behind the knoll to the west. The knoll in question is to the south of Dogwood's farm. Let us strike this blow for the men of Bree-land. We'll finish up with the oh, we got her.
Oh dear.
Thank you. I flitched the key a while ago, but I was too scared to use it. Now with you here, I can use it and we can escape. Hopefully we can get away before Blake notices. Oh no. And supply crate, although our inventory is still full. Oops. Got a commendation. That's awesome. Oh shit. I didn't realize Blake was there. Nice, we got him out. Quick, follow me. With Blake dead, we can make our escape. You've rescued Maribel. Thank you. I think I can make it back to Bree from here. We can sell our stuff to the grocer as well. Clother Sandheaver.
Are you here to help us?
Are you here to help us? Please tell me you're here to help. You assure Clotho that you will do what you can and ask what plagues him. A bear, a great monstrous thing. We can try not to get close to it in the forest if we can't help it, but sometimes there's no other choice, and Adso needs us to go under the eaves for some other reason or another. Well, yesterday afternoon I was just within the trees when I saw this huge shape of a bear lumbering towards me. It was big, even bigger than you, and very sight filled me with dread. If you think you can do something about this demon in bear shape, for that is what it certainly must be, let me know and I will show you where I saw the beast. Yeah, we can help him out.
I will show you where I saw that great beast of a bear.
We won't do it now, but we will do it soon enough. There's Adso.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, you are here to help. Oh, you are just in time. I need all the help I might find. I fear my dream of founding an inn at this very spot is indeed in danger of foundering, even before it has truly begun.
Might I have a word with you?
Hey friend, you're not from around here, and that may be a good thing. This is a serious business, and I can't trust any of those louts with something so delicate. Making a place of my own took an unexpected turn not so long ago, and I am loath to tell my workers what has happened. I hope that you can help me with this matter. This satchel holds... waves northeast. Give it to the door. It may be Bill Ferney that is, or one of his helpers. Bill said it, so don't waste your time hanging around during the day to catch a glimpse of him. Just knock on the door, ring the bell, and hand over the satchel. You hear me? And Bill Ferney, we know from the Lord of the Rings, is a evil character, let's say. We'll get back to Thornley, and then we can call it an episode. And we can tell this is the way we saved his daughter.
What can I do for you?
Oh, bless you. You've returned my daughter safe to me. I can't thank you enough. You've done so much for me in more ways than you know. While you were away, I busied myself with Lofar's work. I had to do something to keep myself from being overcome with worry. No sooner had I finished the work than Lofar came over to collect it. He seemed pleased with it, even admitted that it came close to dwarf work. He promised to send me more work in the future. Runlina, you saved my family and given me a hope for a brighter future. I cannot thank you enough. And that's a blade for life done. So, I'm going to leave it there for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you can, please give a like to the channel or consider subscribing to join me on the journey across Middle-earth. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care and have a good day.